And just tell us who's that, what's going on there.
That is Jacob. When I said he was a chick magnet, I wasn't not joking. There was a dad and me day, and I remember two of his colleagues, Juliana and Levi, were literally fighting to hold his hand. And it was me and their parents next to me, and I felt very proud. I felt embarrassed for them.
Let's see, 43.
Hi, my name is Jacob Iskander, and I'm going to show you how you do something the Jacob way, and also known as cool. So maybe you can be on the floor and do something awesome, and maybe try and do stuff. Anything cool. Sometimes it can either like spin or do something. Sometimes you can just try and look cool. And sometimes you look as in doing dances at parties to try and impress people. Maybe if you break dance, maybe you can do it at break dance. And you'll be known everywhere. Well, that's at least how I did it. And I am just a pro. I'm a pro.
Who's that coming in the picture?
That's Zachary.
Just tell us overall about Jacob, personality, what he was like.
My mother-in-law and my sister-in-law always made fun of me of how I thought of Jacob. But literally, Jacob is the boy I always wished to be my entire life. He's just naturally cool. He's attractive, nonchalant, very confident, also very athletic. He makes us proud. In every time I took him to any type of game, he just thrived. They nicknamed him at school and in his soccer league, the YSO league, the Beast, because he gave everything his whole. I mean, he would be super disciplined and super dedicated in everything he does, whether it's building something or sports or studying. He's just very determined and doesn't give up until it's done. He had a very deep and strong faith, and I think it goes with this personality, like the strengths in character, strengths in physically, and strengths in faith. He had the three complementing each other. But let me add one more thing. Days before he passed away, he recited to me the entire Hebrew 11 chapter.
Well, let me show that.
Oh, it tells about the faith of different prophets in history, but the fact that Jacob memorized it and was able to recite it. First of all, Mom worked very hard with him on this. I mean, it was not just because of Jacob, it's because Nancy and Jacob. But I can assure you, Nancy could spend a year with me and I will never be able to recite this, and he learned this in less than a month.
And how old was he?
8.
Let's just see how long it is. It goes all the way down to 40. So he was able to stand up, recite from memory this entire 40 verses of Hebrew 11.
Yeah.
Was Jacob mentioned in there?
Yeah, he always liked, there is a part about Jacob, and he always liked the couple of verses about Jacob in the Bible, and he always said, when I meet Jacob, I will ask him how come he tricked his father like this.
You mentioned that he was fit and tough. Tell us about that.
Yeah, he was very unique about that. I don't know where he got it from, but he was super fit. He liked to do push-ups. He would do 50 at a time. He got really good at it. One day, mom challenged him, said, instead of doing 100 push-ups, 50 and 50, why don't you do 200? He did 400. That was the kind of kid he is. We will tell him, we did cross-country running during COVID with United Track, with a running club. And he got me in the best shape since graduate school because of his determination and his run, and I had to catch up with him because he was still young and I don't want him to...
Did you run together?
We ran together 4 times a week in the track, and then sometimes if we miss it for other reasons, we'll make up for it.
Were you part of
our own.
So what?
It's in the neighborhood, but actually we did we pretty much went to every trail in Southern Oaks, Agora Hills, Malibu. One of the last trips were in the trails where they recorded the MASH show, and there were like the leftover of the set and stuff, and I told him, you are too young to watch that show, but it's a fun show, and one day we will watch it together and remember this is exactly the set that it was recorded at. This is
What's he doing here?
Jacob. He liked to climb walls, and he will climb walls just with his hands or just with his legs. I don't even know how physically is that possible, but he was very fit, light on his feet. He was able to do this, and this is Zachary, proud of him taking pictures of his brother, hanging on walls like this. He was just like a spider. Yeah, he knew what he has. He was again, they called him the beast in school, and in church they called him the tough guy in Arabic. So it's kind of, it's like calling somebody Rambo here. It's kind of like a character in Egypt, and they will call him that because he was a truly tough guy.
I didn't ask you, but what is this?
Yeah, this was the first track meet that he went to, and he won the first place for his age. And he was the youngest too, because he's born in January, so he got with the several. So he played basketball. We play also. I don't know. We will get into playing things with Mark or not yet, but we also did a lot of football, touch football, especially during COVID. So it will always be me against the two of them. And Mark will plan the play on the ball. I don't know if this is an American thing or he made it up, but he will describe to Jacob, like, this is the field, this is where you're gonna run. You will stand here, then you run there, and I pass it to you there. And Jacob is super fast in sprinting, as you can see. So in very recently they start winning, and I would give it all my strength. Initially I was like being soft on them, but after a while I was actually not keeping up with them, and I was very proud of them.
Did you?
Different ones. Jacob really liked super healthy food. He would like steamed broccoli. That was one of his favorite things. Steamed tofu. And I told him, like, at least fry it and put some sauce in it. No, I want steamed tofu. So he would like very healthy, and he inclined to be vegetarian. I think at a certain point in time, I really expected him to switch to vegetarian, but you never know, the different age, different desires. Yeah.
Right.
So by the way, this is a picture in Cancun, and with me, and I think I'm carrying Violet on my shoulders. So, by the way, Violet still gets very tired when she walks, and she always asks me to carry her on her shoulder, and she's 7 now, and I have back pain, and it's not easy. I always think of, like, where is Mark and Jacob? They will have 14 and 17 now. They will be taller than me, or my height at least.
About to share with you.
Yeah, he liked building things, and he wanted to be a construction worker or an architect, and he was quite talented at building things. He will see something on TV and he will build it. He saw an ad for Spice Rack. he went and got cardboard and built a replica of it. When we order something from Amazon or from IKEA, he will build it practically on his own. We bought wood from Home Depot, and we built an outdoor set, table, benches, and chairs that we used for 2 years and continue to use actually for 5 years after. And we built it together. He really liked building things and designing things, and we did that together as a bonding sometimes, and sometimes he's actually helping me in assembling things. He was definitely the protector of the family, and he really cherished that type of role. He said he will always say that to Violet, I will protect you. I will teach you things. He was into ninja and kickboxing, and he said that I will teach her kickboxing so she knows how to defend herself. And yeah, that's his role with his even with his older brother. So even Mark, sometimes he will be scared in the dark, and he will wake up Jacob, say, "Come with me," and Jacob's like, "Yeah, no problem with the dark, no problem with anything." He comes with him. Even his older brother was counting on Jacob.
Fifth up.
Yeah, that was either 2 days or 3 days before he died. We were in Hermosa Beach. We had Airbnb. Me and Jacob did boogie boards, and so Mark used his surfboard, and me and Jacob did boogie boards together. And me and Jacob didn't like the cold water, so we wear wetsuits, but Mark didn't care about the cold water.
How did Jake?
He was amazing. He would always say, "I will be your protector, Mom. Don't worry about anything in life. I am here for you." And on September 29th, when Mark passed away and Jacob was flat on the floor, Nancy kept crying for him and saying, "Jacob, I need you. You are my support. I need you even more. I need to count on you. I need to lean on you." Yes, that was in school, and he said, for fun, we like to spend time with me, and it's true. I was always, again, super proud of him. He was my dream boy, really, and I was very proud of him.
What have you lost him?
I mentioned he was uniquely strong and determined, and I felt, and in Hermosa Beach, the same day we took the picture with this, I remember seeing him running on the sand, and I was thinking to myself, I can't wait for next summer to see him, how he will flourish, how he will open up, because Mark from 8, 9, 10, 11, he flourished, and Jacob is so cool and so strong, so I really wanted to see how he will turn. At the time I was just thinking for one more year, but now I think for many years after. And he will be 14 now. He will be a big tough boy now.
40.
Bingo Christian living God picks you from the past, and you win and washes off all your sins. Then cuts off the top and sweeps out all the yuck stuff. You remove the doubt, hate, and grief. Black cards you use smiling face, and puts his light inside of you to shine for all the world.
Yeah, that was I think his rehearsal for a on-stage talent show. Also, I mentioned he followed his brother's footsteps in